Birthday Hawa, Bahashami Hawashai, Birthday Hawashai, Birthday Hawashai, Tawada Yahawa, Bahashami Hawashai, Tawada Yahawashai, Tawada Yahawashai. Kal Halal Yom La Yahawa, Bahashami Hawashai, Bahasham Rakak Wadash. All praises to Yahweh in the name Yahawashai, in the name of the Spirit Holy. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Salute to the bishops and elders who rule well. Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. Yes, I'm back with the next lesson. I pray and I hope that this will be an edifying one through the Spirit and power of Yahweh, in the name of Yahawashai, in the name of the Spirit Holy. And the name of this one is, this truth is hidden in plain eyesight. Yeah? So this truth is speaking about the doctrine of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahawashai, which the apostles of Great Millstone have and has been teaching for years. And this truth is hidden in plain eyesight. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, predominantly, we are the real Israelites. And once the father descends from Jacob, you are an Israelite. And only a remnant of our people can hear this truth and see this truth. And only the elect, of the nation of Israel will come in contact with this truth and keep this truth until the end of their lives, or until Yahawashai, the man the world ignorantly calls Jesus, return. But his truth is in the public domain. It is in the streets, on the highways, byways, and edges, on the internet. And only a few Israelites can see this. So it is hidden in plain eyesight. And this is the doing of Yahweh and his only begotten son, Yahawashai. All right, so let me just get Romans 10 and verse 14. It says, how then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher? Yeah, so you need a preacher. And Yahweh Shimei have assigned pastors according to their minds to teach the elect of the nation of Israel. And the apostles of Great Millstone and their teachers before them have published the good news, the gospel, to the children of Israel. And only a few can hear, only a few can follow, only a few can see this truth. Right? So verse 15 now says, and how shall they preach except they be sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace, and bringing glad tidings of good things. But they have not all obeyed the gospel. For Isaiah said, Lord, who had believed our report? So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahawashai. But I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily, verily mean truly. They have heard, they have seen it, they have mocked, they have scoffed, and some, a very few, have received this truth with meekness and readiness to be, transformed and renewed. A very few have received it in that spirit. But most of our people, they have come in contact with the truth and they have mocked, they have scoffed. Some say, what is this? What kind of madness this? What the money I do testing half a tree, skirt and frock and all kind of disrespectful things have proceeded from the mouths of our people who have come in contact with this truth. But only a small number have seen it and received it and fighting to keep this blessed truth in their vessel. But the truth is in the public domain. Just actually right here, so the apostles' street speaking, Apostle Tara mentioned it. The truth is hidden in plain eyesight. Yahweh Shimei have his servants out in the streets, his spectacles, in the streets. I know very, very few people can receive this truth. Right? So let me read on now. Verse 18 again says, but I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth. and their words unto the ends of the world. But I say, did not Israel know? Did not Israel know? First Moses said, I will provoke you to jealousy by them that are no people, and by a foolish nation I will anger you. And this is speaking about the Israelite foreigners who were, who many of them parents were Hellenized and they were coming back. The ones that were in Jerusalem were called the circumcision, and the uncircumcision, Israelite foreigners who received this gospel and coming in, Moses said, yeah, a lot of provoke, with, no brother them where they get what that was cast off, and the Lord will bring them back. Now, today, the Lord will call back his sheep, his fold, and a very few can hear, very few can receive this truth, Right, so verse 20 now says, but Isaiah is very bold, and said, I was found of them that sought me not. I was made manifest unto them that asked not after me. But to Israel he said, all day long, I have stretched forth my hands unto a disobedient and gainsaying people. Yeah, I know people love to be disobedient and they love to gainsay, but they can't gainsay against this truth, and they can't receive this truth once it was not allotted by the Heavenly Father through His only begotten Son for them to receive this truth. They can't. Right? So let's get now Proverbs 1 and verse 20. It says, wisdom cried without. She uttered her voice in the streets. She cried in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates, in the city. She uttered her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you, because when I call, ye refuse. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. When distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge, and did not choose the fear of the Lord, they would none of my counsel. They despise all my reproof, therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. There's a wisdom cried in the streets, on the highways and byways and edges. Out here in Jamaica, in the Kingston camp, we have camp on Tuesdays and camp on Saturdays. And during the week, brothers putting up lessons. Yeah, so we're on the internet and we're in the streets physically, preaching and teaching the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, this truth. And a very few people stop. Very few people have anything good to say. Most people mock and scoff. So this truth is hidden right in front of their eyes, and they can't see it. In the kingdom to come, they're gonna see how foolish they was. But we understand, the big picture is the Lord. This is the doing of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. That's why we can't take this truth for granted, because the truth is right in front of their eye. The precious truth is right before their eyes, and they can't see it. So blessed are your eyes. I'm going to say that lead me to Matthew 13 and 16 now. It says, but blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. So if you can perceive this truth, if you can receive this truth, you're blessed. If you can, hear the voice of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, you are a blessed Israelite. Because most of our people can't see this truth. The Lord have hidden the truth in plain eyesight. Alright, so Matthew 13 again and verse 11. Read verse 11 says, He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. So this is a gift. For you to see this truth, for you to be able to hear this truth, you are a blessed Israelite soul, because it is not given to all Israel. Romans 11 and 7, which I have that on my list. I will get it shortly. Only the elect is going to get it and keep it all the way until the end. Here we stand as potential elect members, and we're praying and we're putting on as the elect. We're giving that diligence to make our calling and election sure, because we want to endure unto the end. This is our heart's desire. But most of our people, they can't hear it. Why? Because the Lord did not give it to them. The Lord have spirits, angels, blocking them from seeing the truth which is in the middle of the streets. The truth is hidden for real in plain eyesight. All right, so this is the book of Luke chapter 10 and verse 21. It says, And that our Yahweh shall rejoice in spirit, and said, I thank thee, O Father Yahweh, Lord of heaven and earth, that thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent, and hast revealed them unto babes. Even so, Father, for so it seemed good in thy sight. All things are delivered to me of my Father, and no man knoweth who the Son is but the Father, and who the Father is but the Son, and he to whom the Son will reveal him. So you can't make yourself believe in this truth. You can't make yourself see this truth. Yahweh Shemi Shai have to tap your spirit, wake you up out of that slumber, that deep sleep, and open your spiritual eyes to the truth, to the fact that we are the real Israelites. The Bible are our book. It is our book, right? The mark of the beast, Revelation 13 and verse 16, you can see that it is the microchip. Yeah, the hour of temptation is coming. The time of Jacob trouble is coming. Yeah, World War III is coming. Yahweh Shai is a so-called black man. He is coming back to claim his purchased possession, his bride. If you can receive all of these things and see these things and preach these things, Yahweh Shemi Shai have revealed these things unto you. You cannot make yourself believe. All right, stop, chill, stop, sit, now. All right? All right, so, let me see now, verse 23 now it says, And he turned him also. Let me read it again. It says, And he turned him unto his disciples. Right? So, and he turned him unto his disciples, and said privily or privately, Blessed are the eyes which see the things that ye see. Yeah, so you're blessed if you can see this truth, if you can keep this truth in your vessel. All right, so this is Romans chapter 11 now, and verse 7. It says, What then? Israel had not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election had obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Blinded by who? Yahweh Shemi Shai. Because the Lord has, a specific set of Israelites who he have ordained or predestined to come in contact with this truth and to keep this truth. But the rest of our people, the Lord has blinded their minds through different means. Starting with the God of this world, blind their mind with riches, distractions, all kind of things. Max, oi, chill. See the dog. Yeah, so, verse 8 now. Let me read verse 8. So Romans 11 and verse 8 now says, according as it is written, Yahweh had given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day. So you have some people who the Lord has blinded their minds that they can't hear nor see this truth, even though it is in plain eyesight. Even though wisdom cried in the streets, she uttered her voice, but they can't hear wisdom. They can't see Sophia because Yahweh Shemel Shai have blinded their minds. So verse 9 now says, and David said, let their table be made a snare and a trap and a stumbling block and a recompense unto them. Right? So the same Bible, this precious Bible, this Bible, which is our book, is for Israel's benefit. It is to help us to get back in the right spirit, to align ourselves with our power, Yahweh, through his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. And the Lord had put a slumbering spirit upon our people, a spirit of blindness, a spirit of deafness. Deuteronomy 28 and 28, the Lord shall strike thee with madness and blindness. And our people, they are spiritually blind. They are dead. They cannot see. And that's the doing of Yahweh Shemel Shai. And that made the truth even more precious. Because I can remember when I did not know the names of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. I can remember when I did not understand certain scriptures in the Bible. So I'm very, very privileged to have this truth. And every day, I say, Tawada Yahweh Shemel Shai, and I pray and I hope Yahweh Shemel Shai keep me in this truth all the way unto the end of my life or unto the end of this age. And I know brothers feel the same way right across the four corners of the earth. Yeah? Because, seeing the gross darkness, seeing the people can't see this truth, make this truth even more precious. It made the truth even more precious when you see how much people can't receive it. Alright, so verse 10 now, let me just close with this. It says, let their eyes be darkened, that they may not see, and bow down their back always. So King David had prayed a prayer that these things that we're witnessing would happen to many Israelites in the latter days. And it's upon us right now as a people at large. But only a remnant of the nation of Israel, have eyes to see and receive this truth. And only the elect of the nation of Israel will endure unto the end. And always remember this, brothers. Many are called, but few are chosen. So stay humble, stay teachable, and keep on fighting in this ministry. Whatever portion of the Spirit Yahweh Shemel Shai have given unto you, use it. Do not be that brother who bury his talent in a napkin. And I'm speaking to myself first and foremost. If you have ears to hear this exhortation, take heed to it, because the Lord is really an austere man. So, consider yourself blessed. You can see this truth, you can hear this truth. So this truth is hidden in plain eyesight. I pray and I hope it was a defined lesson. Shalom, wa barakyum, yasharala.